Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. 56. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Check three, check three, check three. Ready, ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Keep gripping.
Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You think you won't get this? Hey! You think you won't get this? 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. I got one. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Go.
Now Jones.
I'm coming after you.
And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Go. Get him. You got it. Check. 55.
Jones throwing again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Don't get nervous. Middle.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check three. Action. Hyundai. He's crossing. He's checking crack. 36.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones now operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Jones on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Safety's grip. 80 weapon. Watch twist.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. On your team. 5 wide. 5 wide. 5 wide. Check. 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 Jim. We go.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Check safety. Check safety.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On first down, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go.
2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out for it, and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On play action, Allen uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 55 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
We know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Leo! 6 guys! Check 6 guys!
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his left. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
3-19.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Completes it to Hardman. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now Elliott. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Pass 85. Pass 85.
Check. Lucky. Showing it. Alert flare.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Check 55 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 85. I got it. Pass 85. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 52. Shoot. Check 3. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? This worked well that I can go to right now.
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. On the ball. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, Alpha.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Ready?
Jones now throwing to start the drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Giants' 1st down.
Ready. 8 read. That's right, baby. They don't want 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Jones pass. Caught by number 11. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Allen off the play fake. He's got the connection to Cooper. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Hey, tight.
in the air on second down. It's Allen. This one caught by Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's checking.
56, 56.
36. He's checking.
Regular.
On first down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run it again with Barkley. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tight.
Come on, QB.
Middle.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, wahoo!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
55 is my guy, 55. That's a party.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Middle. Half 85.
Joker.
Alert!
Switch. Kill.
All 52.
Check 3. Bang.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mike 55. I got you, son. I got you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Julian Love picks it. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Shit. Pick the edge. Go. Sponge. No. Switch.
Yes.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey. High 7. Now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, foxtrot.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check 24, check 24. 49, check 49, check 49. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get this ball. Alert! Check, 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 check. Check 99. Check 99. Slam, slam, slam.
Tight dog, tight dog.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott.
Watch the twist. Check.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
No, alert! Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Stop.
They go to Elliott again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hard.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Right there in the middle. 55. Ready?
Switch.
Gun. Stop.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Show it in. Pass. Let's go. Check 24.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cowboys, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.